dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Our skin is melanated, which makes us hate it. They treat us like we're things and leave us desecrated. They treat us like we don't belong, yet it's their people who immigrated. Then, after we fought to be human, left us segregated. I know these murders were premeditated because their goal is to leave us decimated. They pull us over and the situation gets escalated, or in George Floyd's case, suffocated. We can't even walk home from picking up snacks without being exterminated like Trayvon Martin, who was gunned down just for being brown. And Wucha, don't think that you can be opinionated and state your rights, because that just leads us to be interrogated. If we won, we're perpetrated. If we die in their custody, they take no fault. Like Sandra Bland or Freddie Gray. Because they feel they're not obligated to treat us like we're human, even though it's been proven. If they were to assimilate, there would be no reason for hate. You see, a person is seen as a danger, so he gets killed by a cop who makes him valuable, making it seem to society like taking his life is charitable. So now we are society's improprieties. A Fed knows to cover his mistake, and killing a black man, all he has to do is switch the rationalization to being the victim, and then you're like Michael Brown, who gets gunned down for being brown. We protest to get you to understand that this should be banned. Trust you don't want our solution, because it'll be a revolution. It's about time we get retribution for all these executions. We tried other ways to get you to see our view, but what's the point when y'all don't want peace, y'all just want us to cease? Which is why when y'all yell freeze, we just automatically know that we should just drop to our knees. Society has made conclusions based on the color of our skin, and it's crazy that they don't see that they want to be our twin. They're filled with the delusion saying it's a look, but really it's our culture that they're copying. But say that, and that'll leave them shook. Because if they admit they took, it'll also validate that they're jealous of our zealous. They hate being pale and try to look black because their skin matches the color of sand. But when they try to look black, they just say, oh, it's a tan. No matter what y'all do, y'all would never have our flair. So quit trying to rock our hair. Even with all your privilege, you still want to live in our image. It's crazy because there are a lot of whites out here that are doing worse than us. But that's not something y'all ready to discuss. Y'all have privilege among your peerage, which is why you're blind to the world's real image. Which basically means you live your life with the crutch. So you never understand anything because you're able to say and get away with so much. All lives matter, yes, but Black lives matter because we're the ones that's being splattered all over the road, and it's gotten us to the point where we're ready to explode. We bring attention to our color because we're the ones losing our brothers and mothers. Before y'all say not all white people are bad, not saying something is saying something. Y'all assume something about us based on the color of our skin. Imagine just because you were colorless, the world made you feel powerless and rudderless and all in all worthless. Where you would spend your whole life trying to prove people wrong and always having to stay strong because your society is making you feel as if you don't belong. I mean, we know why the white men always want to match up, because we all know there's something that they lack. Come on now, y'all. We've all heard this saying, once you go black, you never go back. Getting real tired of the system and it treating us like we're a disease, a symptom, when really we're the victims. Is it murder a sin, or is that something y'all spin just to make it fit and match your convictions? Now, all of us live in the worst conditions, but that would be a contradiction to what y'all believe based on the news and politicians. Which is why I guess cops will always pull us over because of their suspicions, saying we fit the description and then have us assume the position, which they say is a proposition because of their conviction, which is why they need us in submission. Seeing as to them, that's been tradition. Y'all think if y'all oppress us, then y'all will gain attrition, but it's about time y'all have contrition for your decisions. If you're black, white, brown, or anything, stop trying to stay hidden just because you feel it's not your position. Least y'all could do is take time and fill out the petition. It's time y'all say their name and take the blame.
The Ahmaud Arbery,
Corey Jones,
Sean Bell,
Ayanna Jones,
Sandra Bland,
Oscar Grant,
Walter Scott,
Keith Scott,
scholarship football player
Jonathan Farrell,
Philando Castile.
John Crawford.
Trayvon Martin.
Terrence Crutcher.
Amadou Diallo.
Jordan Davis.
Alton Sterling.
Mike Brown.
Of 12-year-old
Tamir Rice.
Botham Jean.
Renisha McBride.
George Floyd are all different victims who were killed because of the perceptions and deceptions of what it means to be black. Being black doesn't mean we lack or slack or sell crack. It's just a color that doesn't separate us from any other.